Good morning, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, quite a nice morning, got some fog. Absolutely beautiful driving this morning. It's really thick, dense fog on the way in, and as I turned one corner, there's just the moon in the sky, and it just it looked fake. It looked like one of these Photoshop images that people, they're painting the moon glowing. It looked identically like that. It was just really special. So yeah, I'm here today over at Cannock Chase, and hopefully we should get ourselves some images. Now, one thing that landscape photographers always wish for is fog, and there's a few reasons for that. First of all, it creates atmosphere. I suppose that's the first point. You can get some really nice moody shots. But secondly, and I think more importantly, is that sometimes you'll come across compositions when you're, scouting out landscapes that you think that would look so great if that bloody sky wasn't in the way. Well, this is where fog comes in, because the images that you think wouldn't have really worked previously, with fog, it helps. And it's because it helps blend the sky into the image because of the contrasty fog and everything else that goes with it. And it just creates that additional atmosphere as well. So yeah, I've been to this spot countless times before, and I'll see if we can find something that we haven't captured before with some fog. So yeah, let's see what we can find. Exciting. So a few moments ago I said that we're going to find something new, and I've just come walking down the trail, and what have I done? I stopped at a shot that I've taken about 35,000 times, but oh wow, but in these conditions it looks brilliant. I've never seen it in such thick fog before, and like I mentioned earlier, I can get a different shot of this image purely because I don't need to worry about the sky anymore, whereas previously I'd have to zoom into the collection of trees that you can see behind me in order to kind of cut out the sky and any distractions. But now I'm able to shoot wide, and it's looking quite good. So I'll just bring you over and show you a closer look at what I'm shooting. Okay, so I'll show you the back of my screen. So hopefully that's sharpish. So I'm doing a landscape shot at the moment. You see at the top of the screen we've got bright highlights. Now, if there wasn't any fog, that would literally be like nuclear. It would just look terrible. But because of the fog, it smooths everything out. I'm trying a few different f-stops. I want a bit f16 at the moment because I want everything to be tack sharp. But I'm going to try some perhaps f6s, f5s, things like that, just to kind of see if there's any better images with some separation. But so far so good. I'll do a quick video of my screen so that you can see clearly what I'm looking at. So as you can see, it's quite nice indeed. I do think I like the portrait version better though. I'll decide when I get back on the post-processing side, but really good start so far. Yeah, very moody, very atmospheric, and first shot of the day in the bag. Right, let's continue around and see what else we can find. So I found another shot just off the path here. I'll just put a quick video clip up on screen for you so you can see what I'm looking at. So we've got this really cool oak tree which has died and fallen away, and in the background we got a living oak with there's a touch of autumnal leaves left on the tree. And yeah, I'm just thinking about how I'm going to go about it, whether to do some kind of a panoramic shot, something maybe around there, I think. But yeah, I mean, I'll experiment with a few different things, but it looks quite nice. One thing I might do is I might just move around the side a little bit, because there's a tree just, oh, can't really show you, but there's a little short sharp tree sticking out, which is a little bit distracting, and I think it could do with being moved around a tad. But hopefully you can see in the video, but we've got some light coming in on the right hand side, which is just kissing the sides of the trees, and I think, you know, it might improve as we wait just a little bit here. I don't want to spend too much time on this spot. I mean, it's a nice looking scene, but I feel like there's better images to be taken. But yeah, I really like it. So yeah, image up on the screen now. So this scene here, I'm not sure if it's going to work. It's another one of those, I have to see when I get back. But we've got this really cool tree here. We've got some really nice shape inside, some nice deadwood. We've got the light piercing through at the back. We've still got some mist and fog. But I'm having trouble with the dynamic range of this scene, because we've got some really dark shadows and extremely bright highlights. Now, I haven't mentioned, but I'm shooting on a Fujifilm GFX 100S, which is it's a medium format camera, and the quality of this camera is unbelievable, and the dynamic range especially is impressive. However, for this scene here, for the first time ever using this camera, I've had to take two exposures, one for the sky and one for the tree, because it's that dramatic, you know, the light and dark. Who knows, I may be able to get a shot out of one image, but just to be on the safe side, I've taken two shots. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty standard shot. We do have some really warm colours over here on the left, and then on the right we got some really cool blues, and I think that might look quite cool in a shot. Yeah, fingers crossed this works. I'm not entirely sure it will, but I'll put it up on the screen anyway. Right, this is going quite well, isn't it? Three shots, is it? 3? Well, let's try and get a load more. Okay. Oh man, this is so good, so good. Oh my goodness, can you? Oh shit! My goodness, this is amazing. We've got all the mist and the fog, which is holding tight. We've got this amazing warm, bright light coming through from the right hand side, which you might be able to see. I'm focusing on a selection of trees here, which I've perfectly placed in the frame. It's almost like they're standing like in a triangular kind of orderly form. I'll just put a quick video up on screen of what I'm looking at. So this is what we're looking at. So we've got the big tree in the middle. The one on the far right has got some autumnal leaves on. And we've got spaces. We've got clear, misty spaces on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Now my kind of thinking with this shot is that we're going to do a panorama. So I'll probably cut off the top part and the bottom part and have like a pano going through the middle. But this light that's coming through, it just looks unbelievable. Looks really, really, really good. I want to spend a little bit of time here, I think, because I really do think that this is a great image here. Now, we don't have to do all of the trees as I just showed you then. We can go to the right a little bit. This is a bit of an open space here with some other trees in the background. Another thing with this camera that I mentioned, that I've got, this GFX 100S, is that the detail that comes out of this camera, you simply do not see on the LCD screen. So a lot of the time I'll get back and I'll look at the images and I'll be like, wow, that is just unbelievable. The additional detail that it captures, because it's 100 megapixels, or 102 to be precise, is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And it just makes the editing process so much easier, because I hardly do any editing on these new files from here. It's crazy. But yeah, this scene is unbelievable. I'm going to wait around and see if there's any change in the light, which I think there may be. And probably one of the better images from today, from what I've seen already. Well, I hope you guys like it as well, because I'm going to put an image on the screen now. These conditions are absolutely unreal. Whew. Yes. So I've just stopped at the side of the path right here. There's this gigantic old oak tree which has fallen down, and it must have been quite recently with some of the high winds that we've had. And what it's created is we've got the whole canopy is directly in front of us here, and with the mist and the fog and the dew on the edges of the branches, I just feel as though there has to be an image here, more of like an intimate scene kind of image. So what I'm doing is I've actually got the telephoto lens on the tripod here, and I'm doing a series of portrait panorama shots, just covering this chunk here. I'm not sure how much you can see, because that's quite a wide angle shot, but we've got all the twisting branches, and we've got like a darkness to the bottom of the image, and then as we go up into the image, there's the light coming through with the mist, and it just looks brilliant, I think. I mean, this may be a complete failure, but but I'm giving it a go for sure, because I think there's potential here, something a little bit different, which I think is always good to do, you know. I mean, you've got your obvious scenes, you know, trees and stuff like that, and autumnal leaves and mist and fog and everything, but I think sometimes it pays to mix it up a little bit, and that's what I'm trying to do here. So hopefully this isn't a complete disaster, but my thought process is I'm going to do a panorama of all these twisting branches here. Hopefully they're stitched together okay, because it's quite a complex scene. But fingers crossed on that. And as it happens, whilst I've been speaking to you now, I've actually moved around slightly, and I can see an image just here. We've got a silver birch just in front of me here. You won't be able to see it, but we've got some of those branches lining the foreground of that, and it gives the image an additional interest. So I might try that out as well. Oh, what an amazing morning. I know I keep saying it, but these are conditions that we just dream of as landscape photographers. Right, enough talking, more shooting. The image will be up on the screen now. Fingers crossed on that. This guy. I have photographed this guy before, but I also had trouble with the sky. But now that we've got the fog, which is kind of softening the sky, I think it might actually work this time as an image. So I've got the tripod set up here, and I'm shooting in portrait format, and I'm doing panorama style image. I'll just put a clip of the screen up on for you now. So as you can see, this is how I'm doing it. So I'm taking multiple shots going through the scene. This is the most interesting part here, where the trees kind of contrast with the fog in the background. I mean, it's not a striking composition, but I feel as though this is the only chance I'm going to have to shoot this tree, unless we get similar conditions. It's a really tricky one, this one is, because it's a great oak tree, you know, but the sky is really prominent usually. So in terms of my settings on this, I am shooting at about f5.6. I mean, it looks awesome on the back of the camera, I have to say. But yeah, we'll see what it looks like when we get back. I may change it up a little bit, but for the most part, it's a pretty solid image. It's actually getting more foggier by the second. And the lights kind of died off as well. So I'm not really sure if there's going to be much more today, but we'll hike up this way anyway, and we'll see what we can see on the way back. But all in all, today's been a pretty positive one. Lots of decent images. And maybe we can get one more, maybe. Anyway, this image will be on the screen now. Hope you guys like it. Oh man, this place is crazy. I have to come back to this section in the future. That brings me to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed some of the shots I took. If you do, drop me a comment below. Let me know which one you like the best. And yeah, drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Anyway, it's great to be back out. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.